Welcome back to another episode of the Passive Income Therapist. My name is Wayne and I would like to welcome you to my channel where I talk about all the ins and outs regarding the world of private real estate. Now, if this is your first time coming across my channel, I'm a physical therapist by trade, but I've always had the desire and the ambition to get into the game of real estate investing to help accelerate my financial wealth for in the future. Now, when I came across a couple years ago when starting to get into the game of investing, I realized, well, if I want to get into investing and I don't know the background as far as how to rehab properties or acquire those properties, and if I don't want to deal with the hassles of tenants and maintenance of the properties, well, what will I be able to do to be able to invest in real estate? And that's through my research. I came across what's called real estate syndications. Now, I'm about to go through what real estate syndications are and what I've been doing for the last several years, but what I really like about real estate syndications is that as a passive investor, or what's called a limited partner in real estate syndications, is that I'm able to invest with expert groups that acquire the properties, they manage the properties, and they deal with all the property specific things, while in return I'm able to get a percentage of the profits and be able to get a return as I am a partner with the real estate syndication. So that's a little bit of background. So let's go ahead and dive into what real estate syndications are. Now, this is going to be a bird's eye view of what real estate syndications are, but I'm going to have subsequent videos to dive in a little bit more. But just to get an overview of what real estate syndications are, this is what I'm going to be going over a lot within today's video, but stay tuned for the next subsequent videos that I'm going to be putting out. So with real estate syndications, I like to simply break it down that there's two groups of people involved. So there's going to be one person, or usually a lot of times it's going to be a group of people that is involved with the day-to-day operations. Essentially, think about a manager position. So what they are doing is worrying about the acquiring of the properties and the day-to-day operations to execute on the game plan. But what also comes about with real estate syndications is that these are going to often be larger scale deals. Think about the apartment building that you drive by every day, or a self-storage unit, mobile home park, even an RV park. A lot of times these are going to be larger scale deals where it involves a lot more money. And what managers or groups of people do is that they go out and then find investors, okay? So what these investors here are going to be was what's called limited partners. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, I already mentioned that I'm a limited partner or passive investor in real estate syndications. So I'm on this end, okay? So what the managers do is when they get the funds from investors that partner and acquire real estate, okay? So think for example, that we are just investing in a 200 unit apartment building. This is what we're going to use for our example for today for the real estate syndication. So the manager is involved with the day-to-day operations and executing on that game plan for the 200 unit apartment building. So what these investors don't have to worry about is the maintenance and the day-to-day operations, because that's what the manager is doing. But what the investors get in the meantime, before the property is either sold or refinanced or however the business plan is going to be executed, what happens is that as this business plan is going on, these investors here are going to start receiving distributions. If you are coming from the stock market background like I did at the beginning time when I got investing, simply think distributions in terms of dividends, all right? Distributions can either come monthly or quarterly, depending on how the manager likes to execute on their structure for the deals. But as you are rehabbing the property, executing on that game plan as the manager team is doing, the investors are going to receive distributions while you are waiting. But depending on how the deal is structured, like I mentioned before, there may be a refinance or a sale of the property. But let's just fast forward that you're able to execute the game plan going on that 200 unit building, okay? So among the distributions that you received, either monthly or quarterly, however it was designed, on the back end, when you go to sell it, any remaining profits that is taken when the building is refinanced or sold, the investors also participate in some of the upside. Usually that's how real estate syndications are, at least with the type of deals that I do, which are called value add. I'm throwing a lot of words out there, but stay tuned because I'm going to be going through a lot of these terms with subsequent videos. But what the investors get to partake in are distributions here and the profits, okay, without even having to worry about the day-to-day operations. So what really caught my eye is that these investors on the left side here that are able to participate in essentially the passive income aspect with the real estate syndications is that they're able to get distributions as well as participate on the profit. But one of the big things that I didn't even go over are the tax benefits, okay? So even though you are not managing the real estate on the day-to-day operations, you're able to get the tax benefits similarly if you're actively investing, okay? I'm not a CPA, of course, I've gone through it before in other videos, but talk to your tax CPA for specific advice regarding your tax situation. But what I've been able to do as an investor with real estate syndications is that I'm able to get tax benefits that are able to reduce my passive income gains, okay? So even though that I'm receiving distributions and the profits when the unit goes for sale, I'm also receiving the tax benefits through what's called depreciation, okay? I'll have another video going over that, but I'll put DEP for short. What I really like about the investor side of real estate syndications is that I'm also able to participate in depreciation where I'm able to offset many of my passive income gains. And especially through real estate syndications, say if you're getting 10% on your $50,000 investment, say that's $5,000, a lot of times I'm able to keep that profit tax-free because of the power of depreciation that the real estate offers. So this is what I'm going to cover for today on a bird's eye view with real estate syndications. So I hope you're able to take away something from this video and you're able to learn something. Now, if real estate syndications seem to pique your interest, definitely keep following my channel for subsequent videos, as this is the part one essentially of real estate syndications videos to come. So if you're interested, let me know in the comments and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.